It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Newton steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Newton on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is Shepard on the catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Tried to pop it outside, no luck. Are you okay with that call on first down from there?
I am if they believe in running the football, and that's who they are, and that's their identity. What you worry about in this situation, running it here, now with the loss of yardage, because the defense has forced you back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Now, fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
First down, Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The former Boston College linebacker up the road, Luke Kuechly. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8. Slot man moves right. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice gain of 21 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. 20. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
The points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Newton to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. For it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well, not just play them strictly to run the football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Amendola in motion right. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now is Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that,
you scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A final shot before the break. Newton throwing deep for Stewart. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He finds an opening past the 40. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 74 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Now a first down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. To throw on second down is Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Newton being chased out left. Caught left side by Funchess. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 34-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Calling the gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And Newton's going to keep it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Newton to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this one is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. First throw in overtime for Newton. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Lewis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll send Amendola in motion right. Now a toss play to Lewis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Thomas Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
The play clock's running down. What can Brady do now with his drive? Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. In motion, Gronkowski. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Amendola in motion right. Off the toss, Lewis. Dion Lewis. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
And you really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from